This yoga class today is a grounding flow. So a really lovely flow to help you feel grounded in this moment and to just bring you back down a little bit into yourself. So I invite you to start standing today. So we are going to stand at the end of our mats. We'll come into mountain pose. So the feet are flat on the ground, hip distance apart, knees are nice and soft. I invite you to have a little shimmy. Don't be afraid to shake it all out. Be a little bit silly. And then once you've had a shake here, let the body simply fall naturally to where it wants to go. Softly closing off the eyes and take a moment to acknowledge how the body arrives here. So maybe you feel like you're swaying slightly. Maybe you're feeling a bit of a forward and back sensation, or maybe having your eyes closed is a step too far and that you'd like to keep the eye gaze low. But just allow those shoulders to drop down, create space between the shoulders and the ears. Allow your body to find its way, being aware of that connection between all 10 toes, the soles of the feet and the heels on the ground, and create space through the spine. Try to lengthen to lift up and out of those hips. When you are ready, take a deep breath in, reach the arms up, maybe flutter the eyes open, and then dive the arms forwards, come into a standing forward fold. Inhale, create space. So we inhale, find a flat back, and then exhale, fold over once again. Allow yourself to settle here. Knees are slightly bent. Arms are simply hanging down. Weight is in the toes. Tailbone is lifting up towards the sky. And then keep the chin on the chest, rolling up like a rag doll. Rebuild yourself. Restack. Take a big breath in. Arms come up. This time, palms of the hands face forwards. We cactus pull. Inhale, pull the elbows down. Lift the chest. Exhale as you ease off. Let's do that again. Inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Pull the chest open wide and exhale, easing off. Last one here. Inhale, open, energy, space. Exhale, lift. And now diving yourself forwards once again. Allow the body to fold down, finding our standing forward fold. Inhale, create space, find a flat back. And exhale, folding over once again. Pausing here, maybe the knees are really bent or maybe just a gentle softness. It's entirely up to you. Keep the chin on the chest, peel yourself up, pressing the feet into the ground. Inhale, lifting both arms up, palms of the hands face each other. Bending the right elbow, bringing the right elbow in front of your chest. Bending the left elbow, popping your left elbow on top. Backs of the hands come together. This is eagle arm pose. Hands away from the face, lift the elbows. Feel that gorgeous opening through the upper back. Now transfer your weight onto your right leg, lifting the left heel and then gently stepping your left foot back. We find a high lunge. Now high lunge means your right knee is bent, the knee is over the ankle. Left leg is straight, left heel is lifted. I invite you to inhale, lift the eagle arms up. Exhale, fold forwards, elbows to right knee. And again, we inhale, lifting the chest, finding the balance here, feeling into those wobbles. Exhaling as you fold over. Let's inhale, lift all the way up. This time, as you exhale, pop your left heel down, open the arms and the hips as you arrive in Warrior 2. Shoulders are soft, gaze down the right hand, pull up through that left thigh and truly arrive here. Feel that connection between your feet and between the earth. Take the hands behind you, interlace them together, straighten the arms and then bring the right shoulder towards the right knee for humble warrior. Let the head drop down towards the ground. Thigh, shoulders are connected. Pressing away from the left foot, feeling that strength, that stability, that stamina through the legs. And then lifting the chest up, pulling the hands down towards the ground. Open the arms, finding your Warrior 2 once again. Pausing here, and then windmill the left arm over. Lift your left heel off. Float the hands down to frame the right foot. We arrive in a high lunge. Now frame the right foot, one hand either side. Pressing the left heel away from you, knowing you could put your left knee down onto the mat for a modification if you like. Leave the left hand down, sweeping the right arm up. We find a twist, opening through the chest. Eye line is gazing up towards your right hand, really opening, pressing that left fingertips into the ground, feeling strong, feeling centered. Now I'm going to reach the right arm towards my left foot, rolling onto the outside edges of both feet here as we sink the left hip down towards the ground. Right knee's pressing out. Okay, so a revolved side lunge here. Reaching back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, quite intense through the hips, taking a big breath. Now bring the right arm back, coming back onto the right foot, and then in your own time, maybe have a little rock. Then we're going to push off the left leg and step our feet together in our standing forward fold. Let the body melt down here. Inhale, find space coming into our flat back, and exhaling as we fold over. Let's roll all the way up like our ragdoll. Peel yourself up. Inhale, take the arms up high, palms of the hands facing towards one another. Left elbow bends now. Right elbow comes on top of left, finding that eagle pose with the arms. Lift the elbows high, hands away from the face. We transfer the weight to the left leg now, lifting the right foot and then stepping the right leg back, finding our high lunge. Bending into the left leg, pressing the right heel away from you. Let's inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale as we fold down, elbows towards the knee. And again, inhale, lifting up, pressing that back leg away. Active through the core, help finding your balance. Last one, we inhale, lift up. This time we pop the right heel down. Open out through the arms, pull the right hip back. Find your warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Drop the shoulders, bend deeply into this left leg. Feel that strength as you pull up through that back thigh. Hands come behind you, interlace them together, extending through the arms, bringing yourself into humble warrior. Left elbow comes towards left knee, head drops down. Now have that connection between all 10 toes, pulling up the energy from the earth, bending deeply into the left leg here, finding your strength, your power, feeling that connection, and then pressing away from the feet as you lift the chest. Release the arms, find your warrior two. Bring the right arm over, lifting the right heel and floating the hands down, framing that front foot. Okay, so we pause here for a moment. Allow yourself to put your right knee down if you need to, taking that modification. We leave the right arm on the floor, coming into a twisted high lunge. The left arm reaches up. Open the chest, peel the shoulder blades back. Maybe, only if you want to, the left arm goes back. You roll onto the knife edge of both feet and the right hip drops down towards the ground. Feeling strong through that right hand. Fingertips pressing into the earth. Don't collapse there. Huge breath into the abdomen. Huge breath. And then peel the left arm all the way over. Have a gentle rock back and forwards. And then when you feel it's time, stepping the right leg in. Standing forward fold, let the body drop. Inhale, create space. Find a flat back. Exhale as we fold over. Beautiful. Let's peel all the way up. Rebuild yourself. Restack. Take a breath in. Reach the arms all the way up. Eyeline lifts. Melt the hands down onto your hips. When you're ready, hands onto your hips. Once again, we're going to transfer our weight to our right leg. We lift the left knee with a flexed foot. Knee comes to hip height here, okay? So knee to hip height. Finding that strength, that balance, then bringing the heel to the bottom, transitioning to warrior 3, which is kind of like a T shape. You straighten the left leg back, try and keep your hips square, soften the right knee, Eye line is down, crown of the head's coming forwards. And then gently bend your right leg, step the left leg back. Don't go too far. We're coming to pyramid pose. Pyramid pose, both legs are straight. All 10 toes are pointing towards the top of the mat. Both heels are down. Let's lift from the hips. Hinge forwards as you find a flat back here in pyramid pose. Try not to roll the shoulders forwards. Keeping both legs long. Allowing yourself to find your balance. If you feel really wobbly, take your feet wider apart, okay? But we're really opening up through these hamstrings, through the backs of the legs here. Maybe if you feel comfortable on your next exhale, melt your body down. Allow the hands to find their way to the ground. If the ground is too far away, build the floor height. Maybe use some pillows, some blankets, some blocks, some books, just something to put your hands on so the floor doesn't seem too far away. Using the breath every time, folding your body over, nose to knee pose here as you let the body melt down. A gorgeous way to really open out through the back of the legs. Slowly finding your way onto your fingertips, bending into the right knee, and then step that left foot in once again, standing forward fold. Inhale, finding our flat back. Exhaling, melting our body down, chin on the chest, and rolling yourself all the way up. Take a deep breath in, reach a little bit higher, this time floating the hands down to the hips. Transferring your weight onto your left leg now. The right knee comes to hip height. We find our balance first, activate through the core, ground down through that supporting leg. Bringing the heel towards the bottom, extending the right leg back, finding a warrior 3. Try and get the hips and the chest square to the ground, feeling into the wobbles of that left leg, acknowledging the ankle moving around, trying to find its way. Then bend into the left leg, stepping the right leg back, not too far, remember. Straightening both legs here, hinge from the hips, folding forwards, finding our flat back. So think about imagine you have a bit of string coming out the crown of your head. Imagine someone's pulling it forwards. You want to lengthen the spine. Imagine a tabletop back. You want to be able to balance a glass of water or a glass of wine on your back here. On your next exhale, without bending the legs, we fold over, hands to floor or to props. Try not to lock that front knee too much. It can be slightly soft, remember. Using the exhale every time, folding a bit closer towards this front leg. Great posture here if you do struggle with tight hamstrings. Pyramid pose is a really good one to help you release any tension there, to allow the muscles to lengthen, to release any stress through the joints. Finding our way onto our fingertips, bending into that front leg, stepping the right leg in. Allow yourself to melt into forward fold. This time we are going to bend the knees completely, lifting the heels, take the hands behind you, finding your way onto your bottom. Glue the knees and the feet together, hands behind the thighs, find your way into boat pose. A really good one to fire up through the tummy, again to help us feel that energy in our torso, finding our balance, dropping the shoulders away from the ears, thinking I am strong, I am grounded, taking one last breath here, and then allowing the feet to come down, hip distance apart, reaching the hands forwards, rolling yourself down onto your mat. Take your time. Palms of the hands come down by your sides. Head makes its way onto the mat. Have a fidget, bring those heels closer towards your bottom. And then we peel up into bridge. So lifting the bottom off the floor, taking the hips up as high as you can. Maybe you want to come onto the balls of the feet so the heels lift. Walk the feet in a bit closer to the bottom and then press your hips high. Keep the knees parallel. Chin comes towards the chest. Stimulate the metabolism, massaging out the thyroid. Open through heart center. Press in, feeling that energy, that strength through the backs of the legs. Interlacing your hands together behind your back, straightening the arms, walk your shoulder blades a bit closer, pressing the hands down into the ground, feeling that connection between yourself and the earth, the floor beneath you. Slowly release the hands, gently roll down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Allow the feet to relax here. We pick up the right leg, cross it over the left so your thighs are completely together. Lift your bottom, take it to the right hand side, of your mat, and allow your legs to drop to your left. So allow the legs to drop all the way over. If your feet don't reach the floor, please put them on a pillow or a blanket or something. You don't want to be holding the legs up. Both shoulder blades are on the ground. We enjoy this beautiful twist as we breathe into the side body, the rib cage, into the back. Taking time here to really unravel and slowly, delicately come back through center. Uncross those legs, bring the bottom back, popping the left leg over the right now. Then lift your bottom, take it to the left-hand side of the mat, dropping the legs over towards the right. So dropping those legs all the way over to the right here. Taking time, taking a big breath as you let the legs go, keeping the shoulder blades down, twisting through the tummy, through the back. Taking a really slow, gentle twist as we start to close off class. And then gradually make your way back to center. We will pop the soles of the feet together here. Let the knees open wide. Have a gentle fidget into the lower back and then allow the legs to settle, to naturally be. Have a little walk through the shoulders, maybe have a fidget, and then allow the shoulders to settle. Arms by your sides, palms of the hands face up. I invite you to close your eyes and to slightly open your mouth, resting the tip of your tongue on the back of your top teeth. And I simply invite you to acknowledge your breath, to notice the natural rise and fall of your belly, and to be aware of your physical body, the back of your head sinking down into the mat, your shoulders softening, chest opening. Feel the energy running through the spine here. Allowing the hips, the pelvis to fully open. Releasing any blockages, any knots in the physical body and the mind. And we remind ourselves, I am strong. I am grounded. I am centered. Taking your hands onto the outside of your thighs and gently bringing those knees together. Fluttering the eyes open when you feel ready and bringing yourself onto your sides. Gently making your way up to a seated posture, however feels right for you to end class today. We bring our hands close to heart center. And whether you speak it in your mind or you say it out loud to end our class, we say, I am strong. I am calm, I am centered, and I am grounded. Namaste.